Welcome back to InThrMa EMS. Today we're going to cover managing thermostats in your account. So this is the main menu that we're looking at, and this is what you'll see when you're logged in. To get started managing your thermostats, you're going to go in the lower left-hand corner, and the drop-down that says Settings, go ahead and click on that, and you'll see the third item there says Manage Thermostats. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. That's going to load the Manage Thermostats screen. And you'll see that it has 4 tabs across the top here. Your devices, thermostat details, sensor bus details, and port forwarding tips. We're going to focus on the first 2 tabs for this session. So if you have thermostats already set up in your account, you're going to see them listed here. You can see we have a handful of thermostats set up. You have a few details on them in terms of the name, the model, the zip code, which is the location, the time zone, some dates in terms of when it was set up, when it was last seen, and then some other details here. 2 items of note on this tab are the pencil icon, which is where you edit settings for a thermostat. You can see that when you mouse over it, it does say edit settings. And then the very far right column is delete. So if you wanted to delete a thermostat from your account, that's where you would do it. You click on delete, and then you follow a couple little steps to do so. Just keep in mind, if you delete a thermostat, you're also deleting all the data for the thermostat that we've ever collected, all the graphs, all that sort of information goes away with the thermostat when you delete it. So only delete a thermostat if that's your real intention. So if we wanted to add a new thermostat, so you can see here we have 5 thermostats and a couple sensors. So if we wanted to add a 6th thermostat, we would actually go to the Thermostat Details tab. And this is where you either add or edit thermostat details. So you can see here this form is actually empty, but what you would do is you would fill out the thermostat URL. Let's go ahead and put one of our demo thermostats in here. So this is the IP address or host name to your system, and then the port number for that specific thermostat. In this case, it's 8080. And then we're also going to need the thermostat password. If you don't know the password or you've never changed it, it's very likely just admin, which is the default password. Once you put in the URL right up here, the password down here, you need to click Test Connection. That's just going to make sure that our server can communicate with your thermostat and has a proper connection. So you can see here it says we've connected. By the way, it's 75.7 degrees over there, and we're almost done with setup. So that's the message you're looking for. After that, you're going to put in the zip code. So let's put in the zip code for this thermostat. There's the zip code. And then you're going to select the time zone. So in this case, it's Eastern time zone. And that's all you need to do. Then we would scroll to the very bottom, and you'll see it says down here, Register Additional Thermostat. I'm not going to click it right now, but that's what you would do. And once you've done that, you've basically added that thermostat to your account. And then at that point, you're starting to collect data for it. So back to this first tab, if you wanted to edit a thermostat, you would actually click on the pencil icon next to that thermostat. So let's go ahead and do that. You can see it's gone ahead and opened up the second tab, Thermostat Details, but in this case, it's filled in the details for that thermostat. So let's say the password changed, or let's say you've moved that thermostat to a different location and you wanted to change the zip code, or for whatever reason you wanted to change these parameters, or actually add some parameters to it. So if you wanted to add the unit specifications, the system coverage, the comments, or even these custom fields here, you would add that information. Make sure you hit Test Connection before you're ready to proceed, and then when you're done, you hit Update Thermostat to save those settings back to your account, the settings that you just made here. So that's, in a quick nutshell, that's looking at your thermostat list, adding and editing, and then we also covered deleting, which is from this column here. So that's that's how you go ahead and go about managing your thermostats. The one key thing to keep in mind for setting up thermostats is the thermostat URL. A lot of folks have questions about that. So there's really 2 components. One is the host name, in this case, mandana.dyndns.org, which you can see right here, or oftentimes people will put the IP address and then the port number. So the port number here is 8083. If we just open up a new tab here and type in whatismyip.com, you'll see that the IP address is right here, 172.2.135.139, and that would be the IP address you could put in here in place of the host name. And then the port number is part of the port forwarding. So if you need a primer on port forwarding, you can click this tab here and watch a little video. And then also, if you need further help or a reminder of what's going on, you can click the help button, which will pop up a little panel giving you more sort of instructions, specific instructions on the various fields and details. So that's managing thermostats in a nutshell. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you watch the next video in the series. Thank you.